Today I want to go over how to read and interpret Japanese crochet patterns. The key to reading a Japanese crochet pattern requires chart reading, as you see here, and also using Google Translate. Before beginning a pattern, I just always look over. So we have a bunch of Japanese here. I can't read Japanese, so I'm just looking at our chart already. Because I read charts, I can see what to do here, and I'm going to go over that in a minute. We have some dimensions. Anytime there's any type of number, that's always helpful. There's this chart here, and this is saying how many stitches you do per row, and it even shows what number of increased stitches you do per round. I'm also just going to open up Google Translate to see what all of this says. So I have Google Translate open here, and I'm going to translate to English, which you see, and I'm keeping detect language open. So I'm going to open the camera, and I'm going to just hover this over the text and take a picture of it. And then this now has given me a translation. So this text is actually just telling us what colors to use and to use a zipper. And over here, we have a breakdown of what this says. Now I see that it's saying the zipper goes across those 40 stitches. We saw the 40 before, so it's saying where to put the zipper. So this also is showing where to put the zipper. It's across 40 stitches. So again, Google Translate is really helpful. Key to unlocking these patterns is knowing how to read a chart. These are the basic symbols for the chart. An oval means chain. The T is a half double crochet. A T with a slash is a double crochet, and a T with 2 slashes is a treble crochet. Slash just symbolizes the number of yarn overs that you do. For a double crochet, we do 1 yarn over. For a treble, we do 2. And for a half double crochet, we only do the initial one when we just do the basic stitch. An X is a single crochet, and this filled in oval means that you're joining and slip stitching. So now we're going to look at the center of this chart. I always try to find the ovals first, because the ovals are chains, which indicates that that is the beginning of the round. So we have this little symbol here, and without even knowing what that is, I see 6 X's around it, and I know that I'm going in the round. So I intuitively know that that's going to be a magic circle with 6 single crochets. I did the first few rounds of this off camera, so there's my 6 single crochets in a magic ring. Then look for the chains again. Now I'm going to do 3 chains, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets into each single crochet. We have our X here, and then you see 3 T's with a slash branching out of it. So that means 3 double crochets into a single crochet. So I did that as well over here. This chart tells me when I'm done, I should have 18 double crochets. So then I closed this off. You can see ever so slightly that filled in over right there, indicating that I've slip stitched the end of that round. Then I'm going to chain 3. We're going counterclockwise. I'm doing an increase in that same stitch where the chain 3 is, and I'm doing an increase in every stitch around, which then is going to result in 36 double crochets. And that's what I'm up to in this pattern. So now I'm up to round 5. I'm going to do the 3 chain and an increase inside it. Now I saw a user called Massive Crochet. I'll link their video. They did this brilliant standing crochet technique. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to do it, but basically they just did a single crochet and then a chain, count as their first double crochet, and you end up with this chainless effect. So that's what I'm going to do instead of the chain 3s, which does create kind of a seam down the middle. So now if we look at our chart, we have our standing crochet. So the chain 3, we do an increase. So we put a double crochet in that same stitch. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. And you can see that they line up perfectly. Then another increase and 2 all the way around, which is going to result in 48 stitches. I've completed that round, and I should have 48 stitches, which I do. We're up to the next round. So again, look to see where your chains are, because that always indicates the beginning of a round. They also have numbers here, but they don't always. Our chain 3. So instead I'm going to do that standing double crochet again. Up until this point, we've been doing increases where you can see that that double crochet goes into the same stitch as the chain 3. Here, we're going to put double crochet into the next stitch. No increase here. So we're just going to do this. This is because they're splitting that increase in half across the circle. So I did my double crochet into the next stitch. Then I have an increase because we see the double crochets are creating a V effect. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches, increase, 3, increase, 3, and a round. There is that round completed. We look for our chains again. We're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, a double, 2 DCs, increase, 2 DCs, increase, 3 DCs, increase, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I'm going to do that round and the next round off camera. So then we would go all the way around, slip stitch again, chain 3, increase in the same stitch, 3 double crochets, increase, 3 double, 3 increase, 3 increase, 3 increase, all the way around. And then I'll just show you this picot border when I get up to it. The last round completed. So now I'm up to this border. We're looking for the chain 3s. Now this arrow means to cut the yarn. This clear one means to attach a new color. I don't have another color that I want to put here, but if you wanted to, you would just fasten this off and start a new color. I don't have another color to put, so I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. We're looking for the oval, which is the chain. We're going to do a chain and a single crochet in the same spot, and then we're going to do a picot. And I see 1, 2, 3 chains right here, create the picot, and then do 1, 2, 3 single crochets, picot, 3 single crochets, picot, 3, and so on all the way around. And then you end up with that effect. Here is that round completed. It doesn't say to do this, but I did the whole thing in the front loop because I want to be able to attach these 2 pieces together when it's done. So when you're done with your second half, just make sure you have a long tail so that you can sew it together. Now there's also a flower in this motif. So here is the flower. Here is the flower chart. So again, we have a magic ring. We do 6 single crochets. When you see this half triangle with an X in it, that's an increase in every stitch. So then you end up with 12. It says to attach a new color. That's why this is like a bold. Because again, always look for those chains. You do chain 1 single crochet, 2 chains, skip 1 single crochet in the next stitch all the way around. So that would be 6. And then I'm actually in the middle of finishing one right now. I'm up to this section. So this says to attach a new color. So you're going to do chain 4, treble crochet in the same spot, treble crochet in the next stitch because you see it lined up here, and then 4 chain to bring the yarn back down to the bottom. These little dots, those are the slip stitches. So I'm going to slip stitch in the same stitch because that brings my yarn back down to the piece, slip stitch into the next stitch, and then repeat. Chain 4, treble crochet in the next stitch, chain 4, and then slip stitch at the base of that, slip stitch in the next stitch, and repeat that over and over again, and then you end up with this flower. Leave a long tail at the end just so that you can attach it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it got you a little closer to reading chart patterns. Please share with me any links of patterns that you love, or if there are any patterns that you'd like to have explained, I'd be more than happy to help anyone out. Please like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.